Fellow on the gate's a friend of yours, huh?
Well, I forgot to tell you, he's off today.
He sure is. Hey, how does this feel, huh? Ever been in the movies before?
Well, I go a couple of times a week.
I don't mean as a customer. I mean, how does it feel? Be in a motion picture theater somewhere in this great country. You know that you're going to appear in I don't know how many hundreds of them. Great big screen, 20 times as big as life. There you are.
How big?
20 times big as life.
Oh, I'll see you later.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go out in the audience and watch myself.
No, you're not going to go out in the audience and watch yourself. We're here to talk about United States savings bonds, the new freedom shares.
I didn't know that.
Why, certainly. The Treasury Department has asked us here to participate in a nationwide share-in.
I know her well.
You know who well?
You know, Sharon.
Not Sharon, share-in. Yep, this is an opportunity to do something for your country and to show our servicemen that we're behind them all the way.
Well, sock it to me.
What did you say?
I said sock it to me.
Now, Dick, listen carefully. Every time you buy savings bonds, you're helping your own future.
I'll drink to that.
My doctor is allowing me only one drink before dinner.
Some people think I'm a nut.
Just tell your boss you want to put your John Hancock on the application form.
Is he out of work again?
Is who out of work again?
John Hancock.
John Hancock's been dead for a couple of 100 years.
Well, what's he going around signing applications for?
I'm not talking about John Hancock. I'm talking about an application that you get from your boss or your bank to buy savings bonds and freedom shares on a regular basis.
Well, don't tell me. I signed up 25 years ago.
You've been buying them every week since then?
You better believe it.
Well, you must be worth a fortune.
Sure, but it's all in John Hancock's name.
Let's hear it from my doctor.
Speaking of the young Americans...
Hey, I love young Americans.
Fine group of young singers. Ready to hear them?
Yeah, sock it to me.
Poor Dick, he'll just never learn. You can't go around saying, sock it to me.
Doodle went to town.
Yankee Doodle, keep it up. Yankee Doodle dandy, mind the music and the step, and let the girls be handy. I wish I was in the land of Oz. Old times there are not forgotten. Look away, look away, look away.
I'll drink to that.
Now, here's a real treat that
You didn't bring Tiny Tim, did you?
I don't think we're ready for Tiny Tim. No, here's just about the hottest guy in the musical world today.
Herb Alpert? He's my favorite.
That's right, and he plays a mean horn.
Well, why doesn't he trade it in for a friendly horn?
No, mean horn, that's just an expression. It means that...
Don't tell me. My uncle got hit by a bull with a mean horn.
In Tijuana?
No, right about here.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass.
There he is. Hi, you gonna play it? Oh, boy. Yeah, that's short number.
Was that Frank Sinatra?
Didn't you tell him to bring the whole Tijuana Brass to play a medley?
Well, I thought you were gonna do it.
You're putting me on.
Well, you said you were gonna invite the whole brass.
You were supposed to tell him to play the whole with the horn.
You're
he brought
supposed
it.
to
He
tell
signed
him.
his horn. He
Don't
didn't
tell
bring
me.
it
You've
down
got
there.
the mustache.
Moving right along now, folks. Straight from the nation's capital, it's our pleasure to introduce the president of the Motion Picture Association of America, Mr. Jack Valenti.
Thank you, Dan Rowan and Dick Martin. You know, it's almost a cliche to tell you that buying United States savings bonds and freedom shares is good for you and your country. But it's true, and it ought to be said over and over again. It's the safest way to save for the future. And it's easy to do through a payroll savings plan where you work or at your bank. If you care for your country, if you really believe in your family, then you have to seriously consider a regular savings bond plan. And this message is aimed at everybody in this land, no matter where you live or what political party you belong to. And the message is this: buy United States savings bonds and freedom shares, and you cast an enduring vote for the future of your family and your country.
Hey, Dick, guess who else is here?
Barbara McNair.
You peep.
You bet your sweet bippy I peeked.
What's a bippy?
Well, I don't blame you for peeking. She just happens to be one of the best singers around today.
Who?
Barbara McNair.
Not only that, but she sings pretty good, too. And here she is entertaining our servicemen. Ladies and gentlemen, here are the dancing feet of Barbara McNair.
Dancing feet.
Oh, once in my life, I have someone who needs me, someone I've needed so long. For once unafraid, I can go where life leads me, and somehow I know I'll be strong. For once I can say, this is mine, you can't take it. Long as I know I have love, I can make it. For once in my life, I have someone who needs me.
I'll drink to that.
Well, it's time to say goodnight. We'd like to thank you for watching. We'd also...
I wonder if you'd mind if I said something my aunt once said to me.
Well, ordinarily, I'd be delighted to hear it, but we're out of time. Next time
She
we
was
see
locked
you...
in the rumble seat of a 1929 Pierce Arrow for 3 weeks with the Green Bay Packers.
Yes, I hope all of you will back up our great country by signing up now to buy United States savings bonds and new freedom shares.
I thought perhaps what she said when she came out of the rumble seat would be of interest to the folks.
As much as I like to remind everyone how they help our nation and our servicemen by buying U.S. savings bonds, I do confess I'd like to hear what your aunt had to say after being released from this terrible situation. 3 weeks of the
3 weeks.
Green Bay
Rumble seat.
What did she say?
Well, my aunt said.
Well, go on. What'd she say?
Who?
Your aunt.
I don't have an aunt.
Say goodnight, Dick.
Good night, Dick.
Good night to all of you, and thanks from all of us and our cast, your country, and your future.
And freedom shares help to keep our country free. So follow the eagle, the red, white, and blue eagle. Buy a share in freedom, U.S. Savings Bonds.